have to put a specific foot on that pad. So
Oh!
so that's my left. Choreography. My left. Right.
That's the scary part. One misstep, even though they might be rubber, it still hurt them.
Well, and plus we're giving them torch and all the lights. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Yeah. So like this show, you saw that this first one didn't go. So we have what's called a contingency. So we have a different series of the show that we follow when something isn't working, so we can still do all this. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, man.
So cool!
And it's not as violent as it looks, but with the music and all the effects that are going on, and then we throw that torch up. What's your question? It's kind of bright because there's a big red light to make it look like
See the
lava.
light coming up when he comes up.
It's supposed to be lava. Yeah. So the story is I fall, and then at the last second I grab that vine so I don't fall to my doom. And then I climb back up. It made more better character if Indy was like, oh, this ain't gonna do this, it's gonna be a problem. Okay. So we go into this second area. There's another pad. This one's probably the biggest pad that we have. It's about that big. We swipe. This is all to music. This whole scene, everything we do is to that music. And you try not to. Yeah. You do all the time. But so we try to. This whole thing is we try to keep those beats. Lava Pit is a really big, noticeable one. That first one is a really big, noticeable one. Yeah. So we step on that pad, and then this guy goes, and that guy goes. They're supposed to be sequential, so 1, 2. Not always the case. So when we train this, we say, watch the second guy. The pad's here. So by the time you hit the pad, you're already kind of past him. Yeah.
What an experience that was. We can't thank the cast and crew at the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular enough, especially Mindy, Aaron, Rachel, Mitchell, Alex, just to name a few. I don't know everybody there, but those are the ones we've really, gotten to know a little bit. They have created such an awesome experience for us. Easily the best experience we've had at Disney. We're annual pass holders. We go nearly every weekend almost. We've seen the show easily over 100 times. I'm actually starting to keep track of how many times I've seen the show, but it's nowhere near to what we've actually seen. So I'm trying to get up to 100 just to actually document it, and I'm getting pretty close. But that experience, this backstage experience that we got was phenomenal. It's something I never thought would ever happen. It was a bucket list of mine just to even be on stage and on the set like I was. We got to see a whole lot more than what you guys just saw there. We just couldn't film backstage. We could only film what the audience could see from the seat. So once we got back behind the stage, we couldn't film or take pictures anymore. But that's fine because all I know is a memory that I will never forget. My kids here, Charlotte and Liam, they will never forget the things that they got to see back there. I don't know if they do that very often. I've heard of some people getting that tour, but it was the first time that they approached us and asked us if we wanted to have that experience, and it was something I will never, ever, ever forget, being such an Indiana Jones fan. My kids are huge Indiana Jones fans. I think they've kind of just grown into it because of me. But this was just something so, so, so cool. And so when we got to go backstage, we got to see the back of the stage, got to see the inner workings of how their little tricks worked and how, they pop up from one place to the other. Just things you obviously won't get to see during the show, and their little tricks that they use to create the movie magic that you get to see and what they display every day there. And it just made me appreciate it so much more as such an Indiana Jones fan. So Liam, what was your favorite part of the backstage tour?
My favorite part was when you stepped on the button and the spear came up. My second favorite part was when Indiana Jones gave me his hat, and there's a strap because Indiana Jones never loses his hat.
That's right. You can tell he's seen the show one too many times, but that's fine. And Charlie, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was actually getting to see the wing.
The flying wing?
The flying wing actually touching the propellers, and Well, it was a really fun experience, and my second favorite part, which was my favorite part, was actually getting the bandana from Rachel that plays Marion in the epic Stunt Spectacular.
Oh, I love it. I have to say, my favorite part was actually, as Liam said, seeing like the button that they pushed to make that spear come up that you guys saw in the video there. That was really cool. And let me tell you something. Those things aren't as flimsy as you would think. They're not just, if that hits them, it's gonna hurt. And like Charlie here said, the flying wing that you get to see in the show, those propellers, they're made out of foam, but they spin incredibly fast. And they did say that like some people have been hit by those propellers. Luckily, it is a hard foam, and they kind of fly off when that happens, is what they told us. And I have to say also, my favorite part was when Aaron, who plays Indiana Jones, one of the guys who plays Indiana Jones there and who gave us the tour, thank you, Aaron, actually, when part of the part backstage was he had me stand a certain distance away, and then he cracked the whip right in my face, and man, that was so loud. I didn't expect him to do that, and it just took me by surprise, but it's like literally ear piercing. And then after that, he asked me if I was nervous. I said, oh, no. And he's like, well, you better be. Then whipped it again, but then whipped the whip around my legs. Didn't hurt. It was really, really cool. But and then we got to actually hold the props and the whips and take some really cool pictures with them. And I'm going to leave you guys with a little montage of past pictures that we've taken with the cast and crew and pictures of what we were able to take here during this visit. And like I said, I can't thank you guys enough. Disney, thank you. And all the cast and crew at the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, you guys have created a core memory for us that we will never, ever forget. We will treasure forever. And I'm at a loss for words to really just explain how we feel about that, because it was just a phenomenal experience. I want you guys to know that this was hands down the best experience we've ever had at Disney. And Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular is our favorite attraction at Disney. Of course, we're not biased at all, but it is something we make sure we do every time we're there. My wife Tiffany and I are nurses, and the way we escape reality a little bit is either watching Indiana Jones. I'll put on a movie from Indiana Jones, or we'll go to the parks and just escape reality and go to that show, because it gets our mind off the harsh world that the medical world can be. It really is a big stressor, but we're so happy to take care of the people that we take care of. It really is a calling, but I want you guys to know that you are our heroes. You guys are the true stars and the true heroes for us, and you guys create that magic that helps us escape reality just even for a little bit, and it means so much to us. So thank you again for all that you guys do. Keep up the great work. We can't wait to see you guys again, which will probably be next weekend. So take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye.